Well, hello there, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you are lucky enough to be doing it too. I hope you're doing as well as me and as happily as me as I roll outwards and upwards in the Fuso, the Tier 6 Japanese battleship. I'm Bushka Blitz, doing a little bit of boats work, and I was lucky enough to pick this one in the lottery. There was a whole list of Tier 6 boats given out to the contributors, and I straight away decided that this was the boat I wanted to do. First pick of the board, and I was very, very happy no one else wanted it, because this, for me, is the Tyrannosaurus Rex of Tier 6 BBs. It is the Ayatollah of rock and roller. Why, you may ask? Because it does feature what could best be termed a steampunk pagoda. Well, I have a little bit of an issue. I like big boats, just like Sir Mix-a-Lot said, and I cannot lie. And this boat is big, and boy oh boy does it have 6 very, very good reasons to fall in love. That's right, you've got 6 turrets, and each one of them contains a 356mm gun paired together to form what can best be described as one of the nicest sounding sets of guns in the world. Oh, Tier 6, and you get to hear that every time you press the button. Happy bloody days. It hurls Datsun-sized shells, that's right, small family sedans, at unsuspecting red boats and leaves them senseless. It does actually have this wonderful feeling of being very accurate without actually always being very accurate, because it fires so much lead that eventually one of them hits, and 1 in 12 hits, they stay hit. Get an awful lot of citadels with this boat, can do an awful lot of damage, and it's not limited there to just dishing out the damage. It seems quite capable of doing all the tanking required that a good green team could ever hope for. It's the perfect boat to fulfill that battleship role. It's an intimidating boat. It obviously can do the damage, but it doesn't have to be confined to just doing it at Tier 6. It can go a couple of tiers above and still hold its own. Angle this thing up, let it go nuts, and you'll be very, very satisfied with the results. It has all the usual battleship deficiencies. It's massive, it's bigger than Texas, it's like a man walking down the street in fluorescent yellow pants on a dark, cold winter's day. You know he's there, you can't miss him, and of course you can be seen from 18 kilometers away. But at the same time, you can throw those small-sized family sedan shells out to 21.8 kilometers when all the bells and whistles are ground on up. And like a little mini Yamato, you can do a little bit of lol pen through the bows of unsuspecting boats when you overmatch, which is just bloody lovely as far as I'm concerned. All in all, it's a boat that's hard to go wrong with. And if anyone's silly enough to give you opportunities when they try and take advantage of very, very low hit point situations to put you in the kill charts, you can always throw a mountain of lead their way and see if you can't have the last laugh. And we very nearly do there on that little Omaha, taking him down to just a slither's worth of health and causing him to turn away and rethink his life choices. That's the Fuso, boys and girls. I was so stoked to get a hold of this boat. One of the interesting things is because you can have 6 guns forward, 6 guns aft firing at once, or stagger them, you can quite often just readjust shots and not lose a whole salvo towards one boat ducking and one boat weaving. And you can do enough white damage on just plain old superstructure and stuff. You only need a couple of overpens, and you can finish off big hit point targets. Even if they're just 4 or 5 Ks, the Fuso often will knock them and put them into the short grass. No qualms whatsoever. So that's a Fuso. It's big, it's rough, it's tough. It's the Ayatollah of rock and roller. It's probably the Tier 6 battleship that I'd be driving whenever I get the opportunity. And it's certainly going to hold its own against any competition you care to put it up against. Not a boat to be trifled with, a boat that can take heaps of damage and still keep on ticking. Remember guys, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, let the humans know we're out there. We're doing a new boats video every week. I'm Bushka Blitz doing a little bit of boats work. Until next time, look after your families and stay safe on the battlefield.